Dear black folks, you want to know why we can't get ahead? Because y'all motherfuckers paying more attention to what Kanye West is saying than what we're doing to each other every day in ghettos and urban communities across America. And if we're going to keep it real on my show, which is all I ask, objectively speaking, Lil Boosie and his music has caused more harm to the black community than Kanye West ever has. When Kanye West was employing dozens of black people to work for him on his multiple projects and legal ventures, Lil Boosie was allegedly employing young black teenagers to carry out homicides for him at $2,800 a pop. Allegedly. You do the research. I'm not going to help you with all your homework. YouTube Marlo Mike. And you tell me what you find out. Kanye West may be saying some messed up shit, but Boosie has done some messed up shit. Allegedly and according to his music and past interviews. If I had a child and I only had two choices on who my son would grow up to be like, Kanye West or Boosie Badass, I'd pick Kanye West. And despite all the craziness going on right now with him, I think most of you would as well. I wonder how many people have went on drive-bys to kill other black people whilst listening to Boosie Badass. Because he doing a drive-by to Good Life or All Falls Down or Touch the Sky just doesn't give you that feeling you want when you're on your way to bust a cap in your op. You know what I'm saying? You need to listen to some Boosie Badass. How many are in prison right now because they grew up idolizing people like Boosie Badass? How many are in a grave right now because they grew up idolizing people like Boosie Badass? Why am I going at Boosie Badass? I wouldn't be going at Boosie Badass if he didn't attack Kanye West and call him or tell him, quote, "You really have a deep hatred in your heart for black people." This is Boosie saying this. Boosie says Kanye West, quote, really has a deep hatred in his heart for black people. Boosie, do you realize that you're personally doing the job for the KKK? The music you've put out these past 20 years has indirectly led to more deaths than any racist group or organization has in the same time frame. I'd bet money on that. All the stuff you promote, all the stuff you talk about in your music, all the homicides you promote, the gang use, the disrespect of women. Boosie, it sounds to me like you really have a deep hatred in your heart for black people. There are things I respect about Boosie. He's a businessman. He's a family man. Much respect for that. Where you lose me at, Boosie, is when you have the nerve, the audacity to say someone like Kanye West has a deep hatred in his heart for black people. Dude, all your music does is promote the death and degradation of black people. How dare you? If you cared so much about black people, take all your music down that you've recorded over the years where you discuss black on black violence, huh? Shooting your ops. Take all the music down from all the streaming platforms that promote hard drug use. If you Boosie Badass care so much about black people, take all the songs down where you're referring to black sisters as bees and hoes. But you can't, because if you took all of those songs down, your money would start depleting, disappearing. You make your living off of the death of black people. You make your living off of the promotion of pills and scissor abuse. You make your living, Boosie Badass, off calling black women out of their names. But you want to go at Kanye West? Yeah, he said some crazy stuff in that interview. And for the ding-dongs in the back, I gotta say this. I think what Kanye said about George Floyd was horrible. BS. And I'm gonna leave it at that. This isn't about Kanye West's specific comments in that interview. This is about the people who are more upset at what he said than at what Lil Boosie allegedly does and promotes in his music. This year I made it a point to never promote anything drill by listening to it. This year I made a point to never again support anything that is anti-black, or black versus black, or brown versus black, or gay versus whatever. Whether that be music, YouTube channels. And speaking of YouTube channels, you know how many YouTubers I've unsubscribed from in the past few months? People who at first I thought were about positivity and making a change. But as their channel grew, so did their ego, so did their need to feed the flames of YouTube BS by throwing more gas on it. Yeah, a little disappointing. Especially when you saw them come up from something or nothing to something. One thing about my channel, you can click on a video from 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 8 months ago, last week. I'm interviewing the same types of people, and I'm pushing the same exact message. Peace. And that is the main reason I don't have 100,000 subscribers. And that's the reason my videos don't get tens of thousands of views every time I post them. I know what it takes to do that. I know exactly what it takes to do that. Trust me. I could switch up all my content tomorrow, flip my whole format, and I'd be at 75,000 subscribers in 3 months. You guys are easy. YouTube is easy. You love the BS. All I gotta do is post a bunch of Clubhouse videos of, I don't know, Whack 100 arguing with 21 Savage on who's a snitch and who's not. I could easily upload reaction videos of Charleston White getting pressed in West Dallas by some Crips and him calling the cops and him going on his channel the next day and bragging about it. Those videos get tens of thousands of views and people hit the subscribe button for that content. I could do that. But I have to look myself in the mirror every night before I go to sleep. And I just couldn't get a good night's sleep if I knew I was putting that type of energy out in the atmosphere. So I chose the slow grind. And you know what? I sleep pretty damn good at night.